The Couple Next Door, written by Peg Lynch and starring Peg Lynch and Ethel and Bunce.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Franklin D. Roosevelt.
When you sit down to breakfast, don't you often think of the starving people of the world? I wish we could share our abundance with them. Wholesome foods like Good Luck margarine. Years ago, we never dreamed of eating margarine, but nowadays you can get margarine like Good Luck, which tastes delicious. I really enjoy it.
The margarine Mrs. Roosevelt has just recommended is new Good Luck, the light margarine that leaves no oily aftertaste.
Slow up, will you? We're coming to a light. The light's going to change. Slow up!
I am, really. I certainly hope your car is fixed by tomorrow so I don't have to drive you to work again. You are impossible, dear.
Well, I'd rather be impossible than dead. Now, keep your eye on the light, will you? Don't start fixing your hair.
Honey, relax.
Well,
my goodness
relax.
gracious, I know.
Hello!
Oh, for heaven's sakes, hello, Anne!
Oh, no, now, look, don't start talking. The light will change and you'll...
I drew up beside you, and I thought, well, my goodness, that car looks familiar.
Hi, how are you, Anne?
Oh, just fine. How are you?
Oh, fine.
Good morning, Mr. Piper.
Now, watch the light, will you?
Hello to Anne, dear.
Hi, Anne. Nice to see you,
When are
Anne.
you leaving for Europe?
Huh?
Oh, not for months yet, and the fact is I just found out yesterday that his traveling expenses do not include a wife.
Oh.
So I have to earn some money to pay my own way.
Don't shout that all over the street.
No, anyway, I can earn some money, and...
Oh.
Can you type and take shorthand?
Well, I can type fairly well, but I don't know shorthand.
I tell you.
Well, is Aunt Effie going to take care of the house and the children while you're gone?
Oh, yes, no problem about that, but I've got to earn some money so I can go with him. I said I wouldn't want him to get sick over there, you know, all alone in some strange country, not speaking the language.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, he might get sick, too. You know, a change of water sometimes does
Oh,
it.
I know.
The light has
I
changed.
know.
Go on.
And he might get sick on the food, too, if he's not used to it.
Yeah.
Especially in France and Italy,
Yeah.
where they use so much garlic.
I know.
You know, I mean, it might not agree with him at all if his stomach isn't used to
I
it.
know, I know, and he has a sensitive stomach anyhow.
Will you drive on and stop discussing my stomach at the top of your lungs?
Oh, what is the matter with you, huh?
Listen, I'll drop over tonight. I've got a wonderful idea how you can earn some money.
Wonderful, Anne. Goodbye. What is the matter with you, anyhow?
Oh, drive on, will you? Drive on. Oh, honestly, what have I ever...
What's in a name? Laughter if the name is Arthur Godfrey. Good sense and fun if it's Galen Drake. Fun and surprises if the name's Art Linkletter. And where are these three impresarios of merriment? Well, right here on the CBS Radio Network every weekday, priming the airwaves with pleasure. It might be a nugget of common sense from Galen Drake that makes your day. It might be a sly aside by Arthur Godfrey, like the rib-tickling imitation he gave recently of a llama sounding off in a friend's ear. Or it might be an unrehearsed eye-opener from one of the kids visiting Art Linkletter. They're always good for a shocker or two. Monday through Friday, your weekday's brighter if you sit in on Arthur Godfrey Time, The Galen Drake Show, or Arthur Linkletter's House Party. Try any or all to shoo the blues or woo the muse. They're good for fun and ideas galore. They're listening that sounds like more. Weekdays on CBS Radio.
Well, where is everybody?
Oh, we're in here, Aunt Effie, and in the den.
Yeah, we're in here, and what was supposed to be my den, as far as I can figure out, it's turned into the family room.
Well, it's so cozy in here, dear, with a picture window overlooking the lake and the fireplace.
The living room also has a fireplace and a picture window.
I know, but you keep building a fire in here all for yourself.
Aren't we welcome?
Oh, yes. Sit down, Aunt Effie.
Oh, I didn't tell you, Aunt Effie. Driving in downtown this morning, I saw Ann Lundell.
Yeah, she draws up alongside of us, and the two of them get to gabbing while the light changes and the cars behind start piling up and honking.
Oh,
Boy,
I
I tell you, it's women.
He fusses so. Anyhow, Ann said she might drop over tonight. She had a marvelous way I could earn some money for the trip.
Oh, this is so exciting. How much do you think you're going to need?
Well, I was going to stop in at the travel bureau today, and I didn't get time. But before I can figure accurately, I've got to know, how we're going. Plane or boat?
I don't know. I've told you that. Probably plane. Look, I am going on business, and when you go on business, you go the quickest way.
Well, I think you should go by boat.
Oh, I do too, honey.
Look.
You'll have much more fun going over by boat.
Oh, yes, we would.
Must I continue to point out to you that I am not going for fun? This is business.
But everybody we know who has been to Europe says that you really get more the feeling of a wonderful trip if you have those first days on a boat, then you really get the feeling of going abroad.
Look, that is not the point.
I've looked forward all my life to sailing off on a boat, dear.
Yes, my goodness.
I will be on business, and I will no doubt have to get to a certain place at a certain time.
Well, can't you leave earlier so you have time to take a boat?
Look, I'm not going to discuss it anymore. I'm going abroad on business. I said that, and that if you want to pay your own expenses, you could go. Now, that's all I can say, but you will have to go my way.
Well, we can discuss it later on. It's not too important now since we aren't going for such a long time anyhow,
My, it certainly sounds so thrilling. I wish I were going.
Oh, yes, I do too, Aunt Effie. It'd be fun to have you along, wouldn't it, dear?
Yes. I wish I could afford to take you both.
I have always wanted to go to Europe.
You make me feel guilty, Aunt Effie, leaving you behind with the house and the children.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to make you feel that way, dear. You go and have a wonderful time.
Well, you won't have any of the heavy work to do, none of the cleaning, and I'll see if Mrs. Pepper will do the washing and the ironing, too, so you don't have that.
No. I have to have something to do, I just can't sit still.
You think the Lundells are dropping over? I'm kind of tired. I'd like to get to bed early tonight.
Well, I don't know. You heard what she said.
Where's tonight's paper?
Oh, it's on the sofa, I think. I was doing the crossword puzzle.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I certainly would love to go to Europe. But I guess I'll never get there.
Oh, well, I hope you do, Aunt Effie.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. When you get to be my age, you give up dreaming about things. You begin to face the fact that they're never going to happen.
Oh, now, my goodness, you're not old at all, Aunt Effie. You shouldn't feel that way. Someday you'll get your trip, too.
No, I'm afraid my chances are over, but I certainly hope you keep a diary of everything, and then when you get back and tell me all about it, why, then I'll get the feeling that I was right there with you.
Oh, yes, I will. We'll take lots of pictures, too.
Yes, well, I guess if the Lundells are dropping over, I better put on some coffee and fix a plate of cookies. Or should we have some chocolate cake?
Oh, fine, Aunt Effie. I know Anne would like some of your wonderful chocolate cake.
Well, I'll go do that. Yes, I must say it would be wonderful to go abroad.
Oh, honey. Did you hear all that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I feel terrible. Too bad we can't afford to take Aunt Effie.
Look, I can't even afford to take you.
I know, but I'm going somehow. But I was just thinking, would be kind of fun to have Aunt Effie along, wouldn't it?
Are you kidding?
No, but you're going to be tied up all day. I'll have to go sightseeing alone. Be nice to have Aunt Effie. That should be a lot of fun.
Fun? Listen, we're going to have enough fun coping with the customs, the language, the different kinds of money without having to cope with Aunt Effie, too. Oh, no, thank you. Fun is the last word I would think of in going to Europe with Aunt Effie.
It's not that Aunt Effie would just charge right in and handle a situation better than we could.
That is exactly what I mean. Aunt Effie just getting into a conversation with a French train conductor just gives me the chills.
Oh, yes. Chatting away, inviting him to dinner if he ever comes to America, you know.
Effie, how are you?
Oh, do I hear Anne? Anne?
Yes.
Oh. I heard
Over
someone.
for a minute. Jack couldn't come. He has to be in court early in the morning.
Well, now you're going to stay long enough to have some of my chocolate cake. I just started the coffee.
Oh, I would love some of your chocolate cake.
No, Anne, excuse me. Oh, excuse me for sprawling all over the sofa.
Now don't get up. Don't get up. I just brought over some of our travel folders that we used last year, and some of the places we went that you just must not miss.
Oh, wonderful, Anne. You said this morning you knew a good way I could earn some money. What was that?
Now, You know that Mrs. Lambert who has the gift shop?
Yes.
Well, she just started that last year, and my dear, she has made a fortune.
Really?
Yes, and it seems that she has asthma. And the doctors ordered her to Arizona or someplace for a few months, and she needs somebody to take over.
Oh, well, goodness, I don't know anything about a gift
But you don't
shop,
have to know anything. Her sister does all the buying, but she's gone most of the time. All you have to do is be there. You know, the gifts are so marvelous, they sell themselves.
Oh, I know. She has wonderful things. Nothing else like it in town. But, gee, and that would mean being there all day long. And actually, I was thinking of a part-time job. Or something I could do at home. You know, I don't know what it would be yet. You know.
Well, maybe I could do it. Oh, my goodness, it certainly would be nice to earn some money because I have something very exciting in mind. Well, I'll go bring in the cake and coffee, and then we'll talk about it.
Hey, what does she mean? What does she have in mind that's so exciting?
I'm afraid I know what she has in mind.
But you did say that you would just love to have me go to Europe with you. You said you just wished you could afford to take us both.
Well, I know, and I would, but I
He just means, Aunt Effie, you know, that
Well, if I could earn enough money working at this gift shop, then I could pay my own expenses. I do have some money saved already, and I might as well blow it on a trip to Europe. You can't take it with you.
I know, and we'd love to have you,
Well,
but...
then what's the problem?
Well, Aunt Effie, I hate to say this, but if you go, what will I do about... You know, somebody I can depend on to look after the house and the children. I mean, I wouldn't leave them with just anybody, and I
don't have to worry about that, dear. Martha said she'd be glad to come.
Martha? Aunt Martha?
Yes. Well, you certainly wouldn't mind leaving the children with her. She'd take just as good care of everything as I would. Better, probably. You know how fussy Martha is.
How do you know she'd do it?
Well, I mentioned it when I was there last weekend. I just said, you know, in case it worked out, so I could go.
I see. Well, it's going to be a tiring trip, you know, Aunt Effie. I mean, I'll be on the go all the time, you know, from one country to another. And...
I probably won't get as tired as you will. Oh, my, if it works out, won't it be fun?
Yes. That's what I said. And while he's tied up with business, we can go sightseeing during the day. And you know, Anne Hathaway's cottage, Shakespeare's grave, and the castles.
Well, I don't care much about Anne Hathaway's cottage and Shakespeare's grave. What I'm looking forward to is doing a little night clubbing in Paris. You know, Folies Bergère and Moulin Rouge, and I want to see Monte Carlo.
Oh, golly.
Well, if I'm going to Europe, it'll be my last chance, and I'm going to live it up a little. Now, I got a list upstairs of places I want to see, so I'll go and get it and show you, so we can work it into the schedule.
Now, stop worrying. It's all tentative. Maybe neither Aunt Effie nor I can even go.
Oh, no. I got a feeling in my bones that we're all going to go.
Next time irregularity makes you feel dragged out below par, take X-Lax, the laxative that helps you toward your normal regularity gently overnight. Many doctors recommend X-Lax for youngsters as well as adults because X-Lax gives the relief you want the gentle way that nature wants, without upset, without discomfort. So if you need a laxative, do what most people do. Take pleasant-tasting chocolated X-Lax today. Feel better tomorrow. Introductory size, only 15 cents. The Couple Next Door is written by Peg Lynch and stars Peg Lynch and Ethel and Bunce with Margaret Hamilton and Julie Lawrence and is produced by Walter Hart.